Welcome to Manga Experts. We are back with another top 10 recommendation list. If you like our videos, please leave a like and a comment of your favorite suggestions below. Without any further ado, let's get started. Number 10. Balance. Lee Kyung-ro. The whole society is being secretly controlled by an organization which is controlling normal humans' everyday life to some extent. Superhumans also exist in this world, but they are very few in this world, and the secret organization is finding and killing these superhumans who are standing in their way. The art of this manhwa is super awesome. The story at first is a little bit confusing, but it becomes better after some chapters. Characters are a little bit on the dim side, and sometimes the translation also feels a little bit off. Other than that, it is a solid supernatural mystery manhwa. Number 9. Phantom in the Twilight. Vlad, Luke, and Toryu work in Cafe Forbidden, a mysterious coffee shop that only opens at night. The three men look pretty normal, but they hide a secret they cannot share with anyone. Every evening, they rush around London to uncover the mysterious incidents that take place in the city. This manhwa is quite good story-wise. The art is also well polished. Characters act a little bit edgy sometimes. Other than that, it's a solid supernatural type manhwa. Number 8. An Accident. Main character is a regular bodyguard in a secret research facility. One day, a superhuman attacked the facility and the main character almost died in the process. When he opened his eyes, he was in a test room, and it turns out the scientist saved his life by transplanting organs of a supernatural being inside his body. There are a lot of mysteries around this supernatural being, but the real disaster of mankind has just begun. This manhwa has a pretty original story. The art is good. Fight scenes are well drawn. The plot becomes a little bit dark later on. All characters have some uniqueness to them. Overall, it's a decent manhwa with a good story. Number 7. Phantom High. Ingan Kim, a normal human man, suffers an unfortunate fate of having to work as a teacher in Hell's Phantom High, where spirits and monsters are students. His only chance of survival is an elixir he uses to hide his human scent. If his students ever find out that he is human, he will be done for. Every day, he asks himself, will I be able to keep my human scent hidden from these students who will eat me up without any hesitation? The overall story at first seems a bit dark, but it is actually a little bit lighthearted manhwa that takes place in a ghost school. The art perfectly fits the theme of this manhwa. Characters are also a little bit diverse and charming in some way. Overall, this manhwa is quite good if you want a good combination of a chill and a little bit dark story. Number 6. Rugal. The main character is a police officer. One day, he catches a member of Fire Ant Organization, which is the biggest mafia organization in Korea. From that day onwards, his life changes for the worst. His family is killed and his eyes were taken from him. Now, the main character is ready to get back at the organization which took away everything from him. This manhwa is literally on crack. There is a lot of carnage in it. The story is quite good. The pacing at start is a little bit off, but later on it becomes very good. Art is also good, especially the action scenes are marvelous. This manhwa is not recommended for people with faint heart. Number 5. Broken Daily Life. Main character plays MMO games till late night with his online friends. One day, his friend goes to the washroom leaving his mic open in Discord. Suddenly, main character hears a girl's voice from the Discord ID of his friend who just went to the toilet. The girl tells the main character that she is kidnapped by that person who was playing games with him, and she wants him to help her. After some time, his friend comes back on voice server in Discord and the girl's voice disappears. The main character thinks that something is wrong with that friend and tries to save that girl. This manhwa is super good. It has good suspense and a main character who studies in high school. He also acts like how a high school student should act. The expressions of the characters in this manhwa are portrayed very well through the art. This story also has very good peak level drama. Give this a try if you want a solid psychological manhwa. Number 4. The Comeback Path of Princess from Mars. In a world where the strong eats the weak, if you have no strength, you can only be slaughtered by others. The young girl Olga Perez has been oppressed by emerging nobles since her childhood because of the declining of her family. She forced herself to grow up. After becoming a military officer with both civil and military skills, she relied on her own means and strength to overthrow the nobles who oppressed her. However, once the interest chain of the hostile nobles are broken, more powerful opponents will follow. The story of this manhwa is quite unique. The world building looks top-notch. The art is good, especially the fight scenes are portrayed very well. Some characters look a little bit generic, other than that it's a decent manhwa which takes place in a futuristic Rome. Number 3. Get Back. The accident that occurred 7 years ago at the orphanage changed the lives of these two girls forever. In a world where talent and ability are everything, what will be their destiny now? This webtoon is a good combination of art and violence. The story is very engaging. All characters are well fleshed out. The art of this webtoon is gorgeous. The main character is a little bit moody sometimes, but it still perfectly fits the theme of this webtoon. The story is also kind of dark, so only read it if you can cope up with a dark but very well written story. Number 2. Country of the Crimson Moon. The absolute organization Red Moon, which mobilizes members with the power of Glia, a kind of superpower, which makes even the president kneel. This country has already become the country of the Red Moon. The government was looking for a way to destroy the Red Moon, the root of evil. Someone who has Glia, potential comparable to that of Shin Yong-woo, the president of the Red Moon. They discovered Ryu Si-wan and developed a new drug that uses his blood to become younger. This manhwa has got everything what you expect from a gangster manhwa. The art is brutal and nice on the eyes. There is too much action in it. Fight scenes are amazing and have proper street brawler vibe to them. The characters are all grown-up men. In this manhwa, the gangsters are real brutes and they don't hold back in any way. The story is more on the darker side. The plot is also nice and slow. Main character is a little bit moody in the first few chapters, but he is slowly getting some good character development. Number 1. Unholy Blood. When vampires destroy her chance to have the normal life she's always wanted, Hayan is forced to draw on her darkest secret to rid the world of the merciless hunters that took it over 10 years ago. With the support of a rising star and the local police force, Hayan steps up to protect her loved ones. She has to face her past and get her revenge. The story of this webtoon is pretty decent. All characters are well polished. The art is gorgeous. The pacing of the story is also good. It is highly recommended for Noblesse fans. You can also read it if you are interested in vampires and stuff.